Angel is saying to you, this world is not easy. Living is not easy. It has never been and it will never be. No one will come to you and say, I got this. I'll solve your problems. You have to do it yourself. Use the time you have on this planet sensibly. Don't waste it. Make experiences, memories, and mistakes. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. And if you get to a point where you feel your life is going into the wrong direction, stop. Take a deep breath in. Put your hair up in a bun, drink some coffee, and handle it. Your best teacher is your last mistake, and remember that storms don't last forever. You have the power to change your life, make a difference, reinvent yourself, and improve yourself. 365 new days, 365 new chances. All that matters is that you are happy because happy girls are the prettiest. Travel as much as you can. Fall in love. Be humble and don't take the happy moments for granted. Do more of what makes you happy. Be brave. Believe in yourself. You only have this one life. Do what feels good. Do more of it. Don't stop until you're satisfied and you feel you've done your best. Take risks. You have this one life. It's your life. Don't waste it. Make yourself proud and start now. Don't worry about tomorrow and leave the past behind you. Live in the moment. No one knows you better than you know yourself. Accept yourself, be yourself, and most of all, love yourself. Go out there and be ambitious. Work hard to get stuff done. Face your fears. Always be a work in progress. The quickest way to happiness is to be selfless. Talk about yourself less because everything doesn't need to be talked about. Simplicity is key. A real woman avoids drama and knows when to move on to let karma do its work. Everything will happen for a reason. Everything will happen by its time. Every day you gain new experiences that shape you. Your personality is a work in progress. Remember that no character is born perfectly. A stone only looks perfected because it had to fall into deep seas and had to go through rough waves. The difference between who you are and who you want to be is what you do. Stay true to yourself in everything you do. Be careful who you surround yourself with and who you trust. Everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Be kind. Always. Go up to people without prejudgment. Offer the world your smile and see how it changes your surroundings. And yes, of course, going up to people and managing your life is not always easy. Often you will be afraid of doing stuff. But remember that fear is only created in your head. Don't let it conquer you. Conquer it. Face it. Change the game. Don't let the game change you. FEAR has 2 meanings. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. The choice is yours. And yes, people won't always be nice to you. They will hurt you, but sadly that's what life is. Don't let it stop you from falling in love over and over again. Make new friends and go deeper into friendships. It is worth every heartbreak and rejection you will ever experience. Friends are family and they cheer you up on your bad days and laugh with you in your happy moments. Don't forget, you're never alone. No matter what happens, never forget the ones you love and who love you. Friends and family. Together you create memories that last forever, bad and good ones. Be loyal to the ones you care about. Sometimes you get disappointed by people. Sometimes it is necessary to draw a line and cross out somebody who isn't good for you. It hurts to let go. But no heartbreak will ever kill you. Time heals all wounds, and remembering what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Be independent. Be selfless. People hurt you in life. Deal with it. Don't judge anyone for his flaws because that's what makes us all vulnerable and imperfect. You shouldn't treat people the way they treat you. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Don't fight evil with evil. Remember how lucky you are to live in your country. You have the chance to live in peace, and you can voice your opinion freely without being persecuted. Get out and stand up for it. Help the ones who need help. You have the privilege to vote for whoever you want, to believe in whatever religion, and to choose your identity. Remember that we live in a world so hateful some would rather die than be who they are. It is only a tiny minority of the world's population that has a privileged standard of living and can moan about its first world problems, eating so much for dinner that you can't eat the dessert anymore, or being too lazy to charge your phone although it's dying. So don't waste the time that is given to you. Reach for the stars and strive for more than you think is possible. Be a daydreamer and a night thinker. Be sure that in the end everything will be good, and if it's not good yet, it's not the end either. Live a life to express, not to impress, and embrace the little things. Give every day the chance to be the best day of your life. Stay hungry, stay foolish, and remember that a little party never killed nobody. This messy life. You see, we only have this life, this one messy life. You and I both seem to get caught up on what we've done and haven't done, who we hurt and who we haven't hurt, how we've betrayed our very own selves. And maybe just like me, you have spent nights crying and crying, banging your head against the wall and pleading yourself to just change. Just like me, you might have made it as if you need to be a whole different person. But in this one messy life, we only have ourselves. And what I've come to understand is I must love myself in my worst and at my best. In the times where I feel like I'm the worst human on this planet is when I should showcase so much love for myself. For we only have this one messy life. Let's use it to better ourselves, to love ourselves and be the best version of ourselves. And it's so hard, and it takes a lifetime, so why do you and I both fixate on every little thing? And yes, it's easier said than done, but let's try and take everything on with ease. Like the trees, flowers, and leaves who don't critique themselves for being too dirty, for not growing at the same rate or being prettier than the next. In this messy life, let's try and start loving our own selves and enjoying our own company, and it's so hard, but it will get easier day by day, and it's nothing but progress. In this messy life, it's so hard to just forget about your past, and if you're anything like me, you might have tried to bury it behind for it to only follow you like a shadow everywhere you went. You might think of the way you acted one time, of a shameful thing you did, the way you tore yourself and another person you loved to pieces. And I know, yes, it hurts to the core of your being and might send shivers to your bones, but it will get better, I promise you. Just stick around to see yourself understanding your bad traits and ways to change them. But in this messy life, do not think you have to change yourself. No, you're a beautiful human, but it's fine to change traits, and heck, it's so hard. You'd think I'd change by now, but it's so hard, and I'm working on it, and it takes time. But I promise you, you and I both will get there, and you might relapse and act in such a way, but forgive yourself. Tell yourself it's all you are used to, and you will find new ways to cope. To you and I both, in this messy life, not everything needs to be figured out. Someone who used to be a large part of me once told me, life is hard, it's not easy, but how dare you even think of doubting it? And at the time, I didn't think of it as much, but now, it's a line that gets me up each morning, for we only have this one messy life. How dare we doubt it? Life is beautiful and it's meant to be lived. Trust me, have some faith in life and in yourself. You and I both are going to be working so hard to better ourselves and our lives. We will get through this. Forgive yourself, and that's so hard, and let's try to be our very own best friends. This is such a struggle, and you might feel like there's so much to do, but with grace and through faith, we will get there. Remember, beautiful humans, there is no checklist you have to cover or a perfect version of you must be. For we are ever changing, and just like the weather, we also change as humans. Experiences shape us, and pain changes us. I am so proud of you, and also myself, for being here and for staying strong. We got this. And if you think you can't carry on, look back at all the mountains you never thought you'd climb, and here you are, looking back at the scenic view of what used to be your struggles and pain. You only have this one messy life. I think we've been taught from such a young age that happiness is meant to be this big, all-consuming thing, that it is this moment that cracks open our bones and changes our lives and sweeps all of the weight inside of us away, that it is something that is awarded to us, gifted to us by the world, that it is something we are always in pursuit of until we find it. And so, we are always waiting for this experience, this simplification in life, this aha moment where the wounds are all healed and the growth is all organized neatly within our rib cages, and our hearts aren't afraid of loving anymore and the warmth never leaves. But I don't think happiness is big or infinite at all. I think real happiness, true happiness, exists in the acceptance of the fact that we will always be balancing what is light and dark within ourselves. I think real happiness, true happiness, exists in the quiet, in the small things, in a morning cup of coffee, in the sound of your mother's voice on the other end of the phone. I think real happiness, true happiness, is believing that you are meant to be here, that you are meant to take up space in this world. I think real happiness, true happiness, is finding the human beings who take care of you not in a materialistic way, but rather finding the human beings who take care of your soul, who take care of even the most chaotic parts of who you are. I think real happiness, true happiness, is all around you, at all times, pinned and blooming in the things you stopped paying attention to, because you were always searching for more. Flowers on your walk to work, the intensity in the air when you meet someone and you know they're going to change your life, the way your stomach flips when you hear your favorite song, the way your person's eyelashes feel as they blink across your neck when you're holding them. And I don't think happiness is something you find, or that it is this destination you get to where the night never comes and you are bulletproof and unaffected by the mayhem. I think the mayhem will always exist. We are literally made from it. We wouldn't even be here if it weren't for the crashing and the banging of atoms within this universe. No, I think happiness exists in the understanding that the pain holds just as much importance as the beauty. I think happiness exists in finding the things that make us feel known and special and at peace in this world, no matter how small or insignificant they feel, and letting them save us. I think happiness exists in learning how to embrace the dark, in learning how to see it as the very thing that makes us appreciate the light. Change can be good. This year I really changed a lot. My overall outlook on life has changed dramatically. I'm now thankful for every day I get and everything I go through. At Tim's I felt lost and without hope, but then all those thoughts went away when I looked to Christ. He helped me through the change and helped me grow through the change. But I've learned that patience comes with change. You have to be patient because God is working His beautiful and magnificent plan every day in your life. You have to be patient through the hard times when it really does hurt. You also have to be patient in the good times when it feels good. God does things during our lives that we may not understand. We just need to be patient and be open to change. Sometimes God doesn't say anything to humble us. If we knew everything and never had to depend on God, we would not include Him in life. We would see no need to rely on Him. Therefore, we would lack a relationship with Him. Sometimes we need to trust that God will answer and reveal things to us only when He sees that our heart will still be in need of Him, solely because of wanting a relationship with our Father and not because of what He can give us. Whether it's wisdom we seek or a blessing in finances or relationship improvement or whatever it could be, we can only see true improvement in our circumstances when we trust in the way God wants to make things happen, according to His will, not according to our plans, and on His timing, not ours. Isn't it amazing that the same God that created you and me created this beautiful ocean filled with billions of creatures? He put so much thought and detail into every single aspect, But sometimes it may seem like chaos with the wind and the waves breaking above the ocean. Despite this chaos, it is still calm and peaceful underneath. This is 𝐒𝐀𝐑𝐄, what it's like when God works through your life. It might seem crazy and confusing at times, but overall we need to remember that this is all a part of the wonderful and glorious plan He has for your life. Remember Psalms 46:10, when we are told to just be still and know that He is God. It may seem impossible to just be still, but give it a try. Remember that the God that created heaven and earth creates you for purpose and with purpose. Next time you're stressed or your life just seems chaotic, just take a deep breath and be still. God's got you. I hope you learn how to let go of everyone's opinion of your life. I hope you start to see, from a place that lives deep within you, that there is no universally correct way to live a life that is solely your own. Every human being has different goals, has different concepts of what happiness looks like, and has a different vision of what it truly means to be alive. And because of that, people will judge you. The world will try to change you, but you must continue to move in your own direction. You must continue to go at your own pace. Because if you allow that to alter your path, you're going to end up living someone else's life. I hope you learn how to make your life your own. I hope you learn how to make your time here something you are proud of. I hope you learn how to let go of the comparison you hold so closely to your chest. I hope you strive to dismantle the distractions. I hope you strive to see beyond what is manicured and what is filtered in this life. You are a real human being who is living and breathing in this world, who is healing through and moving through seasons of beauty and seasons of change and seasons of evolution each and every single day. Your experience in this world will never be perfect, will never be faultless, but it will be real. It will be honest. I hope you learn how to embrace that. I hope you learn how to let go of your tendency to favor distance over depth. I hope you learn how to open to this world, how to let love pour into your life. We often protect ourselves from seeming too eager or too interested. We hold our feelings back because we don't want to seem overly emotional or tender. We silence our instincts, we bankrupt our souls, and at the end of the day, we feel alone. I hope you learn how to let go of your fear. I hope you learn how to remind yourself that there is nothing wrong with vulnerability, with being human, with unhinging your ribcage and sharing your heart with this world. There is beauty to be found in being the person who cares. So, care, subscribe our YouTube channel to reach 500 divine subscriber very soon. Please share this video to your loved ones. Type Amen to affirm. Thanks for watching.
Please donate in the name of God through Super Thanks. Donating money never decreases, it always increases. When we give cheerfully and accept gratefully, everyone is blessed.